Well, hello, hello. How are you today? Hope you have a fine day with lots of sunshine, like me. Feel like a tomato. And yeah, hopefully somebody will join on our flight here in beautiful Denmark. And as you see, my flight simulator starts up. I hope he is a fine boy today, because we weren't using the rolling cash. So, well, let's see what this day bring. Und auch einen schönen guten Abend an alle. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet einen schönen Tag. Wir hatten genug Sonne hier. Es war schweinewarm. Und jetzt starten wir dann in Dänemark, in Kopenhagen. I'm also joined by Nightsap, my co-pilot, as ever. Good evening.
Good evening. Yes, it was peak warm here too.
I'm a tomato. Got a bit too much sun today, but it was fun. So, how's it going?
Well, I got this Spitty started. That's a good thing.
Ooh.
Of course, no red light. I mean, where would we be with a red light?
No red lights. Ooh.
No, I don't. Mine just doesn't do the red light.
Last time mine did not do it too.
But it still starts, so I'm not bothered.
So, I have too many windows open. I need that window. Because I wanted to start some music. Get too many windows. So, which music do we take today?
Since I can't hear it, I don't mind.
Well, let's hear what the latest tracks are. Don't sound that bad. So then let's start up the Spitty. Bad girl plane. Let's start. Give this one. Vollgetankt. One fill at the gas pump.
Can you imagine how much you would pay these days?
I don't want to know. Hola, Deki. How's it going, buddy? How's your pack?
Hello.
Let's go forward and back in time. Let's take morning.
What time do we take?
I took 6:30.
Okay.
Close.
It's a time I would never take in real life. But
Me neither.
okay. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Happy to hear that. Both of it. We have it. We have no clouds at the sky at the moment. It's pretty nice. But it was hot as hell today, Deki.
We had thunderstorms passing through, but I think they have started dissolving now.
Well, in Hamburg was a thunderstorm, pretty bad one.
Yeah, they were saying in northern Germany it's much worse than here.
So nice computer, good computer, lovely computer.
But we had a quick electricity hiccup around lunchtime. Electricity was out and back in. If that happens now, that'll really mess things up.
Yeah. I think we all would go nuts a bit. So we have a VRFR message. See ya. Well, we have this button, that one. Okay. Down, down, up a 1/4 inch, down, here. Oh, I should close
God.
this door.
I have 6 frames per second at the
Wow,
moment.
so much frames. What you gonna do with them? No pressure, no haste, Dicky. Yeah, can't imagine. Did I? No. Now on this, that, on. My magnetos I'd like to forget. So. Oh, I know what I forgot to send you. Remind me after the stream.
Okay.
The manual.
Oh yes.
So let's see if she likes us. Good. Are you a good girl today? Yep. In my Discord, there's the flight plan, Deki. Oh, yeah, I forgot something. To come back from the Murph stream, so now I'm where I should be.
Oh, you mean the server?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sort of cruising around this airport looking for a runway.
So I can't believe that. So where the heck are we?
Hello, donkey. I think I need a nap.
And the funny thing is, where we spawned in, on the left side of this parking space, there is a satellite picture with a big plane on it. Ich hoffe, du hast LOL gesagt. So,
Now, I have a feeling that this might be a runway coming in.
well. So,
But wasn't that ridiculous yesterday? All those trees in Italy?
yeah.
I wonder if we will find the same thing here. That everything is covered in trees.
The tree plague.
Oh yeah, okay. The good thing is this airport is so big, you could actually take off from the taxiways.
We don't do that.
Says who?
We don't do that.
Okay. You mean it might cost
We don't
extra?
do a Harrison Ford.
It will cost extra probably.
I had the
Talk
same
to it
thing.
nicely.
I had the same thing at the moment. Control E rules. Control Echo. Yeah. I don't know why. Did everything according to plan. Sometimes she will. Sometimes she don't.
Did you prime?
Yeah, I used that click spot between.
Yeah, but did you prime before?
Yes.
Because that's the one thing that I tend to skip and then it doesn't start.
Me too, but the problem's been even not with Control E.
Yeah, but I mean, Daiki, that is something I've been having for weeks now, and it still starts. So the red light doesn't seem to be important. Well, I'm somewhere on a runway. I think the best thing is we simply meet in the ones we've taken. They're not. Like somewhere on the horizon. And you too. Garia, you are near the tower, aren't you? Near that.
I'm on a taxiway to the first runway. 04 right.'But speaking of gas for the Spitty, I googled out of interest what a liter Jet A costs on Vienna International, one liter Jet A on Vienna International was €1.23.
Okay.
So
Certainly cheaper than diesel.
yeah. So let's go to runway 30 and get off going from there. I'm driving at the side of the runway now. R4 right. No. Nix taka taka taka. Don't taka taka me.
He would probably shoot you down on the taxiway if he could.
Naughty boy. Naughty, naughty, naughty. So...
Yes, like a real friend.
So, this is the runway we want to take. Tra-la-la-la-la.
Yeah, I think you're basically taking the opposite end. Doesn't matter, I'm used to that.
So... very subtle music change here. Lamborghini does not fit to the Spitfire in Denmark. To the Spitfire in the Caribbean, maybe, but not in Denmark. Let's take this one. Better. So there's our runway 30. Does this plane come down on our runway?
Well, did you leave the settings so that it will show you the AI traffic? Because by the name, it sounds like it might be an AI plane.
Probably.
Yeah, SAS, and there's another one over there. Yeah, they're AI planes.
So let's go inside here.
Okay, shall we
Depart.
at least try to depart?
Yeah, I had an oopsie yesterday at the Murph stream. And exactly in this moment he has to look at me.
Yes.
And I was what the heck? Why? No!
Like when he was reading out my landing rate.
Yeah, when I nosedived into the runway, exactly.
Oh, nobody saw that, obviously. Okay, I'll take off. Or
Trying to.
Okay.
We
That
go.
was the first.
Up
was the
goes
first
the
attempt.
weasel.
Oh, my weasel.
Gear up.
My weasel will crash. Because I'm down to 6 frames again, and because it's not easy to take off with that kind of stuttering.
Well, let's shoot.
Well, I mean, to start with, it might help if I close the door.
So. Ah, there he goes.
And I did take off from a taxiway.
You did a Harrison. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where's the alert? Nulli Raid! Hallihallo, Herr Nullblick! Na? Noch schön geplanet crafted? Nulli! Hello, Mike! Ich weiß zwar nicht, wo der Alert bleibt, aber ja. Wir fliegen gerade in unserer Welttour über das wunderschöne Kopenhagen. Ich hab dich auch lieb, Mike. Ich hab dich auch lieb. Da ist ein Deiki. Schüttet's bei euch eigentlich noch immer so? Und euer Keller ist trocken geblieben. Das ist ja mal schon gut. Ja, dann drücke ich euch die Daumen, dass das trocken bleibt. Ne? There goes the Spitty. Okay, also ihr seid schon ausgerüstet. So. Hey, da ist eine Party. Do we find this one house with the ski slope on it?
A house with a ski slope on it.
Yeah, that's a green tower. So among where is this? Should be somewhere around the harbors. There is a building where they built a ski slope onto the roof from this building down to ground level. Just read from it today, so I don't know where it sits, only that's on the coast side. And even if it's modeled, be interesting. Coppen Hill is it called. So let's look closely if we see something here. Nyum. You know where it is? Okay. We're gonna come to you. North of the airport. Okay, let's check it out. Ah, that's beneath us. Surely that 14-kilometer long wall fortress. Well, Deki, we were today hunting for a nice holiday car, but yeah, it took some time and we could not hunt any. Your altitude numbers went into the minus. What happened?
Are you talking about me?
No, about Deki. Just doing a circle that the scenery will load in. Okay, that bad trees. What's that red building here? Okay. It's not modeled. Oh, pity. I don't know how old that thing is. If it's new or not new. Okay. Pity. But the building looked pretty unique. They have it on their homepage. Where Coppin Hill.
Do they actually use it for competitions and things like that?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, opened in 2019. So probably that's why it's not in the sim.
Yeah.
Do I have it? Doobie-doobie-doo. No. No. Cotton Hill. Let's look for a quick picture that you know what I mean. Hill. That's the thing. Belgium links. That is the thing I mean. That's a building. Even with climbing path, so a whole activity center in one thing. From the inside out.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I see it now. That looks pretty unique.
Yeah. I haven't heard of such a building before, to be honest. That would be a thing which you find in Dubai or
Yeah.
typical, but nah. Or China or somewhere. Oh, pretty. There's some, but
you
some.
would, I mean, you would certainly see it if it was in the sim.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. Nice modded here. Not everything, of course, but even Rome isn't modded thoroughly, even
That
with
was
the
strange.
new update.
I didn't understand why they didn't do the Colosseum properly.
I don't know it too. But I think here in Copenhagen are also too much trees.
I think that's a problem all over the sim at the moment.
Yeah, probably.
The AI just puts in too many trees.
But I have the feeling that it gets worse with every update.
Yeah.
So, well, let's follow our flight plan.
Yay!
Mr. Magenta. Servus, grantiger Martin.
Hello.
Wenn du mitfliegen möchtest, im Discord liegt der Flugplan, brauchst du nur schnappen und reinladen. Wir sind gerade von Kopenhagen weggeflogen. Oder Rufzeichen mit Route. Dann hast du die Route auch da stehen. Wir sind am North Europe Server. Nase hoch, Mädel. Nase hoch. Geht doch. Stutter. Stutter. Don't die on me
Yeah.
today. Okay, touch and go comes up. So let's see where this... Every time's the first time.
Touch and go on that where we turn the corner.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I just need to see it first.
That's not a requirement.
Yes it is.
Not really. Come on.
I want to know where this little piece of grass is.
Well, I would say it must be over this way.
I should follow Daiki?
I think you overshot it.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
To see where it is. Am I this blind? Am I this blind today?
I may not comment on this. I'm going wrong as well. There's the lake. And surely...
Just some grass.
Airport, airfield even. Did you see anything?
If my little nav map would not do reset every time I set it on big, I could identify something, but so it's just, where's this small cute little lake?
Okay, and my speedy is stalling.
Why?
Question. Maybe it has decided this is the airport. I don't know, honestly. It just decided to be stalling. I love my spitty.
Sometimes.
No, I mean,
I'll take there a patch of grass and just...
there is a nice. I'm down in a nice field now. It's definitely not an airfield, but
Is this dry patch of grass? Oh, I guess I see it now. So... Owie. You did a touch and go. Me too. Touch with the nose. What the heck? Touch with the nose.
does it also count if you touch with the roof?
No, I touched with the nose.
Well, I'll take off again from wherever I am.
Amateurs on the way. And I mean with amateurs me. Here comes the Daiki.
No, my speedy doesn't like me today at all.
Today's a carnage stream.
Yeah. I could do with one, you know, that simply that but the plane does what I need and what I want.
What you dreaming? What you dreaming at
Okay.
night?
Okay. Now, if I'm not even looking where I'm steering at, but according to my map,
Nope. This does not work. This does not work here. Well, like... Yeah, you saw that. I saw that too. So let's go this way direction. I don't want to press the Y key. I need to get her up without the Y key. Yeah, it was painful for the tree. Meow.
Okay. I see a yogaing Kaharia.
Yeah,
So
that's...
I can't be far away then.
Yeah, you aren't far away. Let's try that again without yoga. On a field somewhere. And thank you for the follow, Cactus Potato.
But where on earth is there an airfield here?
That was just a grass strip between two houses. So I'll take this field now. Let's hope it's long enough.
I take this field too.
I'll take this field now.
But spitties aren't very good in fields, I can tell you.
Yeah, but I don't want to use the Y key.
Okay.
And even with this carnage we can learn something. I try. No, there goes Sticky.
Well, I'm up.
Yay!
To my big surprise.
There's Kantika Martin. So, let's try this again, shall we? Inside view. Nice and gentle. We down trimmed, right? So, babe, come on. Why do you come this fast up? Even if I don't... No. That was a hill. What was that now? Come on. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. And this mesh wasn't. Not fine, but up we are. Without the Y key. Like a butterfly, yeah. A heavy butterfly. Drunk. Flap, flap, wiggle, wiggle, yeah. Now one thing I have to learn also is the new flight dynamic of that Spitty with the yoke. But luckily for the Saturday stream, we won't take a Spitty.
So what will you take?
I don't know. Not the Porsche TBM. Maybe something low and slow?
Nice to take one, you know, this bracket of planes which are sort of around the 120, 140.
We could take a stick and wire plane.
There's quite a few of them. And they just normally don't get flown on. Like
Thanks for dropping that base.
The small Cessna or the Cirrus and all these planes, you know.
I'm sure it's nice to live here.
I think it's very quiet,
Yeah,
very relaxed.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit flat. Pancake land. Grantiga Martin is on Daki's tail. Be careful. Not that you go daga daga daga.
I've got visitors now.
You've got visitors?
Yes. Because I left the door open because it was too warm. Now I have moths and flying ants and God knows what else.
Auch these little creatures that make...
Yes, flying ants. But they've got the habit to actually place themselves on the monitor, so they're easy to spot.
Why won't she stay straight here?
Mine doesn't want to stay straight either. Keeps pulling to the right.
I don't know if it's the fault of the yoke or if it's her new dynamics. Or is it me? Then I'm constantly trimming Deki.
Yeah.
So Ross Clyde.
plane. You're so wrong.
Hmm?
My plane is so wrong.
Why?
I wish I knew that.
What do you mean with wrong?
As in totally wrong heading.
Did you maybe click the compass in the
I
middle
don't
of the
know.
plane? So you...
I was working with my console, so I don't know
Okay.
what happened there.
Well, I'm
Well,
in the right direction. I'm not on the magenta line, but in the right direction. Classic.
yeah, I'm flying now 209, so that should be correct.
Uh-huh. When we're at waypoint 5, I hope there's some nice scenery which awaits us. Of course, the cliffs there are very beautiful,
Mhm.
but we will see. And right in front of us is the Gamertag RTX 4090, like
Yes.
the NVIDIA gaming graphics card.
Yeah. I
Does
can see
this
the
guy
guy.
have one?
I would suspect that he
You would
does.
suspect.
Blooming egg. I'm getting really annoyed.
No, there goes Dakey. I guess this was Dakey. Yeah. There's so many things I have to set up again after these freshly made sim and streaming PC. One
Yeah.
thing I have to set up again is the drone cam. Well, hello, Mac Butcher. Na, wie ist es dir? None at the moment. I wanted to do this over my joystick, but the joysticks decided to be faulty, and so I don't have anything at the moment for the drone cam. Guten Abend, dein Twitch ist abgeschmiert. Das ist nicht toll von deinem Twitch. Wenn es abgeschmiert ist, musst du ihm mal einen Fetzen in die Hand drücken, damit es wieder sauber machen kann. Na, wie geht's dir? Alles klärchen? Was habt ihr denn Schönes gezockt? Na, da ist krantige Martin. Schiffe versenken. There goes Deki. Und wurdest du versenkt oder hast du versenkt? Die nächste wichtige Frage. Zieh hoch, zieh hoch. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Yeah, that was very close. That was very close, Deki. Many peoples in the sky. There's a wingman. So where are we? There's Martin.
I am to your left.
Yeah. Ew. I saw generic scenery. Ew, ew.
E. We don't want that.
No, not really.
Why doesn't this thing
Like you?
hold the altitude?
I don't know.
You know, when I set the altitude, put in the VS and let it rise up, it just passes it. It just goes on. It doesn't stop at that altitude.
And bring it manually in that altitude and say, hold that. I fly her manually at the moment, so...
No, but I mean, on your last stream I used the same console and it would hold the altitude. I don't understand what the difference is now.
Buggy la bug bug.
I don't know.
I fly her like you really shouldn't at the moment. Okay. And how is that? What's the really shouldn't? So let's bring her prop back from the yellow to the greens. So, why? Lady, come on.
I have a nasty feeling there is another touch and go coming up.
Probably. But we also can just overfly it.
Can we?
Yeah, we can.
I would love that. After the last disaster.
Well, we learned a lot, didn't we?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's find out where the B748 lives. Just for kicks. There's a bridge, guys.
Bridge.
There's a bridge. We're a bit too far from each other that you can see the bridge.
So, but then I should have
I found a
passed the
power
bridge.
pole. You found a what? You found a power pole, okay. And it won. Yeah, they're pretty solid. I know that firsthand, like you. They're pretty solid. But scenery is nice here. I'm looking forward when they implement even cable cars that you can see them when flying through the mountains without an add-on. That would be nice.
Have you tried the add-on with the
Carnage.
cable?
Well, you know my sim, I had to clean out every freaking folder since the just the TTM stuff, and the Spitty is in there, and now we don't have any problems. Deki haven't tried the cable car mod too, so I don't want to risk it. Since everything runs smoothly here, I don't want to risk it with a mod from Flight Sim 2 at the moment. They have good mods, but my system's moody.
Yeah, very.
Just let us say it that way. No, you can do a touch and go if you like to, but I don't.
Me neither.
Just watching this beautiful landscape in Pancake Land. Let's call it like this because it's flat. I see a ship on my little nav map.
Exactly. And who wants to land in a field? I mean,
Well, if it's a marked field, there's no problem, but yeah. I haven't seen the other runway, so let's not risk that shoot again. Yeah. So we approach Mont Clint. Is this Mont Clint? Let's see if we see the coast there properly. I have the hope, but I don't have the feeling that we will see it.
it should look a little bit like the White Cliffs of Dover, shouldn't it?
Kinda. But let's make it easy. Google for the win. It looks like this. Just simply nice.
It's like on Rügen, it's basically the counterpart on the other side.
I can't say I was on Rügen, so me not knowing. But from the picture here, pretty. What would be interesting if you could go there with a towel and lay on the beach. On that kind of shore. Or
But it's
how long you have to walk till you can get there on the beach.
these cliffs are not very stable. On Rügen there was a girl who was killed. She just walked along the beach and then part of the cliff came down.
Ew. I did not want to know that.
They're very sort of fragile. But it's amazing because they're really blindingly white. I mean, on a sunny day, you need sunglasses to look at them.
Very chalky.
Yep.
Let's go down. Rawr. Reno, Denmark? Has everybody his suntan oil? Well, the beach here looks like in Fehmarn.
Yeah, they are very similar. I mean, it's the same geological material.
But I guess we're out of luck. Taka 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 taka. The pickles.
And you know what you can also find everywhere on this coast? It's flintstones.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
Flintstones and, God, what's the English word? Bernstein?
Amber.
Amber, yeah.
Nyong. They also have, I'm sure they have this sea jade kinda stones on the beach too. There are many of those in Fehmarn. And really black stones.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw the first mosquito.
Aha. Our friends.
Windmill Park on the water. You wanna go and play? Well, I guess he does. But there comes a landing up on a proper runway.
Oh, excitement.
A posh one.
You mean Maribor?
Exactly.
Maribor macht Kinder froh.
No. Actually, in Slovenska, there's also a
Yes.
Maribor.
That's with an R at the end, yeah. But this is actually more or less in the place where the ferry arrives from Fehmarn.
Yeah, Finlandsbergs. Oh, yay! Over there is my holiday island. Yay! I'm looking so forward to this holiday.
But you want to land there or touch it?
I want to land there since refueling would be a good idea.
Okay.
Would not be bad doing that. And I also need to refuel my water bottle.
Yeah, I think I'm running out of spritz. That's my poison of the night.
Beverage of choice.
Yep.
So let's get a bit slowly. Up.
But I have to be careful because I'm beginning to run out of bubbly French stuff. So once I'm
Well.
out of that, I have to drive over and buy some more. There's this place where I can buy the bubbly stuff for €3 a bottle.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't like that kind of bubbly stuff.
The spritz, you need it. Otherwise it doesn't spritz. Now you promised us a real runway, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there better be one then.
You see, even the blinky blinks.
Oh, the blinky blinks.
There are blinky blinks for the runway.
Well then, I think there is something like a runway there. Yeah. I'm excited.
Me too, because of the wind. This is gonna hurt.
What weather are you using? You're in live weather or something?
No,
like that?
I'm scared of clouds.
I have 6 knots, which is basically nothing.
Deki
You're not.
is.
Deke is in live. Okay.
Deki is in life. So
Exploding speeds, yes, and think of the yoga exercises.
Wasn't the runway, but down.
But I wish I could get this Spitty to fly in a straight line. It helps on approach. Instead of dancing all over the place.
This can't be right. Nah. That was a 3-point landing, and the landing rate monitor wants to tell me it was 800 feet per minute.
800 feet.
Yeah.
And I've got another huge stutter, so I didn't even know if I was down or not. And apparently I wasn't. This is just no fun to fly like that.
Yeah, but I was down and I did not boink. It was 71 knots. This can't be right.
No, it's just
Well,
I have to somehow get higher frames, because like this it just makes no sense to fly.
I don't know why you have that problem.
I didn't used to have it, and I haven't really changed any settings. And I don't know why it's all of a sudden. I mean, I probably will have to check the graphics settings and see if something has changed itself there. Which it shouldn't have, but you never know.
Yeah. There's the count.
You can see every single frame.
Well, since we're down, I'm just gonna refill my water bottle for a moment. Be right back.
Okay. And I'll refill my spritz.
Stay. Returned, I'm back. Dick is gonna make some tea. I have some water again. Who landed there nicely? Who was that? Guess you're done? What happened? So you got some dogo action. Yeah, we don't want to have some other dogo action. So let's do some yoga spitty. The greetings to the sun. Nice screenshot angle. Where's paint? There's paint. The yoga spitty one. Yoga spitty.
Is somebody trying to give me a message here?
No.
It's like, if a human stands in front of you, bends over and lets down his trousers. It has a sort of similar effect. But the funny thing is, I got up from the sim,
Yeah.
went into the kitchen, and what did I hear? A gigna.
A gigna.
Because we are right on the approach route for Stuttgart Airport.
Okay.
And there was a gigna doing the approach. Folks, I have to do a screenshot of this. This has to be done. I have to do a screenshot.
Do you?
It's called a yoga class on the airport. Very impressive. But it does have a real effect on, when you see it, it looks exactly like somebody showing you their naked behind.
I got the screenshot, guys.
That's great.
We have a great laugh about that. Yeah.
So the next time we meet a gigna on an airport, we'll do that in front of the gigna. I think that's almost like showing them the finger.
Yoga power. Okay. Did you got your screenshot?
Yes. I
Good.
know. Yeah, I know the dark one is me. I had the one moment when I was not doing yoga.
Yoga power.
Didn't the shadow display team also sort of destroy their planes at one point? Blow them up or something like that?
Yeah, but only in DCS.
Yeah.
5 spitties in yoga position. Okay. Epic. That's epic. 5 spitties in yoga position.
I'll just... I might be a little bit late, but I'm trying. If I can change something in my graphic settings to get a little bit more frames.
Thanks, Deki, for joining along. Have a good rest of evening. Cuddle your pack from me.
Yes. Okay, good night.
See you soon.
Oh, no.
Huh?
You must restart Flight Simulator because some of the changes you made can take effect. Now, if I click on OK, does that restart the Flight Simulator? No. Because in that case, I'm not
Normally
going
it does
to change.
not restart it from...
I changed the frame rate limit, and that
Okay.
obviously doesn't work without a restart.
Do you use pushback toolbar? Deki asks you. Or
No.
Floyd's weather
No.
presets?
No. Yeah, I heard that was a problem with the toolbar pushback, but no, I'm still using the old separate one.
Why does it smell like burning wood? Got the barbecue from the neighbors out of hand?
So, quick taxi. I have to sort this out tomorrow.
No, it's not my PC.
It's not made of wood to start with.
That too. You coming?
But no need to wait for me, I'll catch up. On the other hand, being behind the starting speedies is probably the safest place on this airport now.
Right. And get a new PC. I think this was directed to you, Nightsub.
Yes. That's very
The
useful
N24
advice.
madness begins.
What is the N24 madness? I don't know what that means.
You mean Nuremberg? 24-hour race? What do you mean, Deki? Ah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Got the right feeling about that.
Yeah.
Well. Let's see the carnage.
Oh. Let's go all over the place again.
Exactly.
So you will hear the noises then, if you're that close.
Okay. Everybody up in the air?
Yep.
With no
not as if
carnage.
It's not as if my Spitty really wants to stay in the air, but it's up at the moment. Okay. Bye.
Bye bye, Dicky. So. Let's fly to the next island. And if we talk about island in Denmark, are 444 islands, but only 76 are inhabited, so there's much of free island space.
But I assume that's because they're usually quite small, the other ones.
Some of the favorite islands or island retreats are Aero, Romo, Bornholm und Laiso.
I know where Rome is. Rome is the neighbor to Sylt. It's on the North Sea coast. I have a neighbor who goes there every year.
Nice.
And he says it's a lot quieter, a lot more relaxed than Sylt.
Yes, Sylt is everybody who has a rank and name will be there. So.
But it depends on the time of year. I have friends who go to Sylt every year in November. They just take warm clothing and they say it's great because they have the island basically to themselves. And the prices for apartments are very cheap and so on.
Yeah, because it's not in the season.
Yeah.
It's really not in the season. I have a ferry on my map and I see the ferry. Woohoo!
Yeah. Again, I'm somehow not flying where you are.
Because I'm not flying on the magenta line. But in the direction of the magenta line.
Yeah, that's no excuse. I mean, you could be in Australia flying in the direction.
But we are not in Australia. Then Saturday we will be in Scotland.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to this tour.
Hopefully with a good plane. You know what I would love to use, but I can't really. It's one of the Coronado ones.
Why can't you use them?
Because it's always whenever you have a group flight, somebody complains about the noises.
Shoot
I got
happens.
this one, which has the propeller in front and back, the Cessna, which I would love to use. But as I say,
this was the plane Catbat flew that often. Why are you going in this direction? Come on, plane.
I'm only flying in a straight line because I'm using the console.
No, I'm not using the console. I
Otherwise,
want to learn
I'm
it manually.
Constantly struggling at the moment.
Well, what was the name from the Cessna?
It's something with 3. You're right. It's 3 something. Something like 3 speed. I can't remember.
Thanks, Deki. 337.
337. Okay. It's numbers. I mean, it's never any good with numbers.
And there's Cantiga Martin. High up in the sky. I'm pretty down.
And then another plane I would love to fly every now and again is the Mooney, which I love. But all these Coronado planes, if I appear with one of those on Murph's streams, immediately either Murph or somebody in the group will say, "Oh, I've got sound problems," you know.
The Mooney flies how fast?
Mooney is 160, 170, something. Yeah.
Well, does the Mooney and the Sharky like each other? Does the shark like moons? Or the moon like sharks?
I don't know.
That would be then a win-win situation.
Well, I mean, we will probably not be a big group, so maybe there it should be okay. I can always try those planes.
No, I just meant with that, are they the same from the speed?
Well, what is the speed?
Can't remember what's the speed of the Sharky.
But usually these are all, if they are
4L3.
No. If they are these sort of, let's
It's
say,
an
faster.
ultralight.
Okay, that should not be anything more than 130 or so. If it's an ultralight.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I would simply say if you do a plan for Saturday, just write down what sort of speed range you're looking for, and then we can pick the planes that will fit.
Something which is nice to land.
Exactly. Which does what you want to do.
Exactly.
And doesn't try to kill you. Well, most of the time anyway.
And if we're talking about fun, a fun fact, Denmark has the oldest amusement parks of the world. The two oldest amusement parks of the world.
I know there is one in Copenhagen which is famous.
Yeah, Copenhagen
yeah.
Central Station.
Yeah,
And the second oldest is the Tivoli Gardens,
Tivoli. Yeah.
also in Copenhagen.
Well, another reason to go to Copenhagen then.
Yeah, but in a trip, in a different trip, I guess.
And then, from what I have heard, it's a city of bicycles.
Yeah.
So if you go there, you should hire a bicycle, and then you can move around wherever you like.
Or take your bicycle with you. Do.
It's probably cheaper if you hire one there.
Well, if you have the car, then not.
Then not. No.
Maybe next year. We're working on that.
No, have I lost you again? Totally.
You're far in front of me.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's not that far. I'll do a circle.
I had the problem at the Murph stream yesterday. That I was far in front of them.
Yeah, but the good thing was about that stream that, what counted was the achievement, and it didn't really matter whether you were flying with a group or not.
Yeah.
And of course, with Murph, when he is in Rome, he just doesn't want to leave.
'Cause pizza.
Nah, I think he's a big fan of Rome.
Yeah. You hear it when he speaks about it.
I'm sure
And
it
the
would be
food
fun.
there.
It would be fun to be in Rome with Murph as a guide.
Oh yeah. Or show Murph Vienna, the other side.
Or the other, yeah. But you would probably also be pretty exhausted afterwards.
Well.
But remember how he showed us, were you in that flight when he showed us Rome in detail for the first time? And he would say, oh, and in that building there is a nice bar, and if you want a good espresso, you go over there. So
I don't know if I was there. I don't know.
Very detailed.
But I could do that with Vienna.
Yeah. Well, I'll take you up on your offer, You once told me if I ever was in Vienna, you would do the guide. I would certainly take you up on that. If I ever make it there, but... And then you show me where I get the best Wiener Schnitzel.
We can do that.
This plane is just doing what the hell it likes.
But for now, I can show you the Danish national dish, if you like to.
Yeah, if it's food, I'm always with you. By the way, you know what I cooked today? Reh ragu.
Ah, nom nom.
Because my butcher had a deer which he had shot himself, and he sold the meat, and I thought, take it if you can, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at the stream, there's a picture. That's the Danish national dish.
I just killed moth number 2.
Congratulations. That's a pork belly, fried,
yes.
with kind of bechamel sauce and potatoes and taters.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I love pork belly. It's one of my favorite things to do on the grill.
Yum, yum, yum.
And it has to be real, you know, sort of crunchy.
Crispy.
And I love it. Yep. Otherwise, no good.
Then they like to smørrebrød.
Yeah, smørrebrød.
With all kind of variation, from the bread to what they do on top of it.
And one condition, there has to be mayonnaise. No matter what else there is, but there has to be mayonnaise in large amounts.
Then there are also Oysters.
Uh-huh.
All kind of variations. I like this one the most. I can't speak it, but it is translated in a hot love.
What? A hot love?
A hot love.
Yeah, I'm still seeing the smørrebrød. You know what smørrebrød really means? Smørret is basically
is butter.
Butter. So it's a butter
bread. Bread with butter.
Oh,
and
yeah,
this is
oysters now. I have this delay always in the stream here. So the oysters I see now. Oh, yeah. Brennende kelk. Oh,
yeah.
Is this on mashed potatoes?
That's mashed potatoes with some bacon sprinkled over it. Then this one is probably something for you. The wienerbrot.
Why do you think it's something for me?
Aren't you the sweet guy?
No.
No?
I do like, every now and again, I do like something sweet, but I'm a good cook, for example, but I never bake cakes. Sweet stuff is not, no, I could do without it if I need to.
Yeah, but the wienerbrot.
Is that one of the Danish pastries?
Well, this has its origin from the 1840s. Am I right? Where's my cheat sheet? Yeah, from the 1840s. Since some bakers from Austria settled themselves in Denmark. And yeah, that's the invention dish from long time ago.
Don't tell Murph that. He will be going crazy after he discovered that the croissant was actually originally Austrian.
Really?
That shook his worldview. Yeah.
Yeah, but pastries was introduced from Austrian bakers in the 1840s. 1840s, sorry. in Denmark.
If you are in Britain, Danish pastries is very much something that everybody knows. And it's usually a pastry that has quite a bit of fat in it.
Yeah, buttered cream and
and then it's covered with sugar coating
frosting.
and God knows it. Yeah, so but it's lovely.
Yeah, we brought it to them and they perfected it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I like to bake. I'm not that perfect cook, but baking is mine.
Yeah. I went to Britain for 30 years every year for 2 weeks with a group of school kids. And for most of these trips, I had the same coach driver. And this guy was actually a baker. He was trained to be a baker, and he just had to give up because he had a health problem with flour allergy.
Oh, shoot.
But he was, whenever he could see a bakery, he would dive in there and check out the good things. And his favorite thing in Britain was what they call a Belgian bun, which is basically a Schneckennoodle, but quite big, and with sugar coating, raisins and everything. If he could see a good Belgian bun, he was happy. And that also would count as a Danish pastry.
Oh, so my picture was not that wrong.
No. He was a funny guy. And he could, even though he was with us for God knows how many years, he would never really learn English. I mean, at one point I even gave him free language courses in the school where our kids were getting their courses. And he went there and he loved it, but he didn't get a single phrase from it in the end. And after he had one-on-one teaching, which is very expensive. He didn't have to pay for it. And he liked his teacher, of course, who was a lady, very much. And in the end, he wanted to present her with a bunch of flowers. Now, it took him, I'm not joking, at the end of this 2-week course, it took him 3 days of training in the coach to learn the 3 phrases that he wanted to say when he was presenting these flowers to the teacher.
Oh, cute!
It was just something like, "These flowers are for you, our favorite teacher," or something like that. And he had it written down, and as we were driving the most complicated roads through Dartmoor and everything, I could constantly hear him in front of me. "These flowers are..." And do I say it right? Or I start again. It took him 3 days just to get that out. Yeah. He was an amazing guy.
There's grantige Martin. Woohoo!
I see you both in front of me there.
Are you going to the bridge?
Oh, is there a bridge?
There's a bridge. There's a nice bridge in front of us. Well, let's see if we can get under this bridge.
And that gets us to the mainland, doesn't it?
Probably.
Yeah, because I think the next must be Jutland. God, and there are trees in the middle of the fields everywhere. there really is a tree problem.
Whee! Zoomed through! Yay!
No, I'm not risking it with... I'm back to 6 frames per second.
Oh, that
That's-
much?
You don't do bridges with 6 frames per second.
No, you don't do Flight Simulator with 6 frames a second.
No, you shouldn't really.
But that's cute from this bus driver.
Yeah. He was an amazing guy.
He
Mind
did-
you,
He did not
he's
stop
one-
trying.
he's one of the few people I basically lost through the Corona stuff. Because he was really seriously into Querdenker and everything, and it just got so bad that I cut off connection. Which was a pity. Oh yeah. Is there a reason why you want that sort of hook to the south? Or is it just for that airport?
That is just for that airport. Exclamation mark route.
And what do you want us to do there?
We can do a touch and go there. We just can fly over it, and I'm that of course that I have to fly back to you guys. I shortcutted bunch.
Yeah, if you don't land there, we might as well just... Look at that flight plan. Just type it in, Martin. It's only a few stops.
You getting tired?
There's actually a Twitch streamer from this town that we're flying over, who I sometimes watch.
Oh, cool. Nice little town.
She has recently, because she doesn't have a lot of money, she moved into, do you know what that means in German? An allotment.
Eine WG?
It's a bit like a Gartenhaus. No, it's like a Schrebergarten. But apparently in Denmark, you can live there. So she has a small little house there. The shower is outside.
Okay.
There's a garden around it. And I'm not sure if she wants to stay there in winter too. But it's obviously, she bought the thing, so she doesn't have to pay any rent.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So let's fly up the coast to Aarhus and do our next landing up there at Grena.
At the what?
Grena.
Grena.
That's Echo Kilo Gustav, also Golf Romeo.
I will have to get myself a poster which I can put somewhere within my site next to the monitor. So I finally learn that international alphabet. I can't do it really.
I have to think sometimes, and automatically I want to take the German telephone book alphabet, which you use
But even that
for
I don't
phone
know.
calls.
Even that I don't know. I just make it up.
I have to know it, since sometimes the companies we're talking to need something spelled.
What would you use for tea?
Okay. Have a good night, Martin.
Good night, Martin. I hope it's just your plane that's running dry.
Have a good night, buddy. Nice to have you. Thanks for flying along.
Yeah, so what would you use for the letter T in the German spelling?
I'm blacked out.
Nothing. I would say Theodore, but I'm not sure if that's correct.
Yeah, that is correct.
Because there was an article in the paper recently that they are now using Tübingen, which is a town just south of here, for the official alphabet. But I wasn't sure about that. You ever heard of Tübingen?
Yeah, I heard of it.
It's a very nice small town. The university town. It's a bit like Heidelberg, but much smaller and not as touristy. And very green.
Last time I phoned with a company, I took the flight alphabet. I said, what you talking with me? So, I'm... Oh, sorry!
You know pilot?
We had a laugh, and then he understood what I wanted from him. Something about ink refill for a printer.
Yeah. Well, because of my call sign, I know that it's P is Papa
Yeah.
and E is Echo. But that's about all I know.
Alpha Bravo Charlie. Isn't this then Delta? Alpha
Then
Bravo
it's
Charlie,
Echo.
Delta Echo Foxtrot,
Yeah.
Golf Hotel,
What is T? Golf. Golf. Okay.
Golf Hotel India, J. J weiß ich jetzt ehrlich gesagt nicht.
Yeah.
Juliet. Juliet was J.
And K is Kilo.
Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, no? Yeah, Oscar.
Oh yeah. Sounds good.
Papa, Romeo,
P is
Sierra,
Papa, yeah.
Tango. U is...
What's U?
Isn't that uniform? No, wait. What was U?
I wouldn't have, honestly have no idea. Maybe it is uniform. I don't know. Admit it, you're Googling it.
No, I'm flying per hand at Spitfire
Yes.
and try to stay on course.
Per handful. Yes.
Trying to
I'm
stay on
the
course
same.
here.
I've given up on my console. I'm also hand flying.
Yeah, it's uniform.
Uniform. Yeah.
It's uniform.
And then what else do we have? V. Okay. I'll definitely get a printout which I can simply stick on the wall somewhere.
Victor is V.
Of course it's Victoria.
W is Whiskey. X-Ray Yankee Zulu.
Yeah.
Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Hotel India Juliet Kilo Lima Mike November Oscar Papa Quebec
Yeah, we forgot
for
the Q. Yeah.
Quebec Romeo Sierra Tango Uniform Victor Whiskey X-Ray Yankee Zulu.
Yeah. I was Zulu Echo Papa Papa. That's it. In the beginning when I started the simulator, I always had that artificial ATC on. And because they will always use your call sign.
Yeah, that's true. My call sign is Night Owl 72 Oscar Whiskey 72.
Yeah.
And the plate, let's call it the license plate of the plane, is Oscar Echo 810 Charlie Whiskey.
The Oscar is for Austria.
Oscar Echo is Austria.
Oscar, yeah.
Oh, that's Oda. Double D.
Coming up to Aarhus, which is quite a big town.
Yep.
The funny thing is when you talk to Danish people and they speak, many of them speak a little bit of German,
Yeah.
but they never use the C form. They always immediately talk to you as du,
Yeah.
because in Danish there is no difference.
There
So
is an unwritten law that nobody is better than other.
Yes, and you're always du.
I like that.
Yeah, I
I
always
really
found
like
it
that.
I found it very, how should I say, friendly, you know? If a Danish guy comes up and says, trinkst du Kaffee? Yeah, sure. It just sounds... And they're very, very hospitable.
Well, if you aren't careful with the do, in Vienna, sometimes you're getting really nasty attitude.
Oh yeah, sure. Germany, surely, if you say "du" to a person who you have not really been introduced to with a "du," you will get into trouble. And then you have these stupid firms, mostly American, which in the firm use the "du" combined with the family name. Like "Du Herr Müller," which sounds completely stupid.
Yeah.
And then you can also do it the other way around. You can say "Sie Alphonse," which also sounds stupid. But the Americans, they do. There are some firms who have this really strange mix.
Yep.
In one of my earlier lives, I was a truck driver, and one of my customers was Hewlett and Packard, which is a big American computer firm at that
Yeah,
time.
we have much of this
Yeah.
firm.
Later, they did things like pocket calculators and God knows what, and they had this. They had this C and then the first name.
Well, German is not an easy language.
No. But
Not
what
even
always
Germans
impressed
speak
me,
German nicely nowadays.
what impressed me with Hewlett and Packard, and I made sure that I was always loading or unloading at that time. There was a certain time in the afternoon when there was a cart coming around through the whole firm distributing cakes and coffee free for everyone. And if I had my truck loading at that time, I would also get a cake and a coffee.
Oh, nom nom nom.
Yeah.
And you
So-
say you don't have a sweet tooth. Hello?
Well, I mean, if you work all day, then cake and coffee in the afternoon is fine. I'm not saying that I'm not eating cake, but it's
There's a
not
ship.
one of my main diets.
There's a
let's put it
yacht.
that
Woohoo.
way. Oh yeah, Aarhus is coming up.
Yeah, we flew past it. We flew
If you
past
like Fehmarn, I'm sure you would love a holiday in Denmark.
it. Yeah.
And you don't need to go. Don't need to bother about the islands. The islands are nice, but if you have never been there, just do a round of Jutland, which is this area that we are flying over at the moment.
Mhm.
This, especially on the west coast, it's so nice.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And there's a lot of campsites, so don't have to worry about that.
I saw that. I actually googled about campsites for Denmark, but the ones I liked had a had a rule. Your tent just may up to be about 20 square meters, and our tent is a bit bigger than that.
Okay.
So yeah.
And can't you sort of leave away a part to make it smaller?
No. That's the trouble. It's an inflatable tent.
Yeah.
So it's one piece.
Yeah, okay.
You just put it on the ground, fix it with 4 to 6
What we
Haken.
call Heringe, yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea
Spacks.
what the English. Yeah.
You secure it 4 to 6 times, then you inflate it, and yeah, it will stand up from its, also on its own.
Yep.
Then you tie it down with many more securings, and you have your tent. Yay!
Yeah. So this is the airport. I'm seeing it below me now.
This is Aarhus, yeah. But I wanted
like
to take this at Greener, up at the coast.
Uh-huh. It's a funny looking one. It looks like it might be military.
I don't know.
Because it has
Could
all
be.
these hangars around.
Yeah, but does a military airport have ILS?
That's true. So it might be mixed use.
Yeah, I'm sure. And actually, did you know that in Copenhagen, the harbor is that clean that you can take a swim in there?
Oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There are many baths around the harbor where you could just jump right in.
Have a few beers and then jump right into sober up.
And also Copenhagen was declared as city with the greatest quality of life in the world.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, I mean, I've never been to I've only been to Roskilde, which is really just outside Copenhagen. But everything I've heard about Copenhagen sounds very, very attractive.
Yeah, that the medical, also especially in Denmark, the medical stuff, medical security is for free. The
Yep.
home for the elderly people is for free. I know what they cost here. That's not 2
Hey,
cents.
but I mean, it's in other Sweden is similar. What they have done there, and that seems to suit them. And I quite like the idea. They have said, okay, the population, we don't mind paying a lot of taxes
And
if you
be
give
secure.
us the service for free. And so they pay a lot more taxes than we do, but then they have all these things basically taken care of.
Yeah,
Which I find a good idea.
it is. It actually is.
And this is what originally Britain also tried to do with their so-called National Health Service. But of course, in the meantime, they've just tried to save money left, right, and center. So it's not the service that it should be. I would certainly hate to be in a situation where I have to take their
Rely.
services. Yeah.
Let's
Land
see.
or touchdown? Land or touchdown?
Let's make a touch and go.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean touchdown, touch and go. Because I think I see the airfield. But it could, yeah, sort of seems to agree with little math map.
And there are trees right in front of it.
And a house. I mean, where would be a runway without houses? I mean,
So, nicely done here. Are you okay back there?
yeah, I just didn't go all the way down.
You-
Because I was
You did a
just-
fly past.
was a bit too risky. But I got to the stage where I got the wind sound, you know?
Ooh.
The howling wind.
Awoo!
Well, it's a quiet night. Everybody's watching Gigna streams.
Whatever. I'm just having deja vus front, left, and center. Since I'm trying to look where Mrs. Kitty is. But Mrs. Kitty is at the moment at my mum's.
Ah,
And yeah, they're not that good in getting along at the moment. Of course, Mrs. Kitty is hiding, and Mum tries to interact with Mrs. Kitty, but I told
It
her
takes
just
two.
leave her alone.
yeah,
She
yeah,
will come when she wants to.
yeah. I just found another nice Danish name.
Huh?
Tranehuse.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know if you know that expression, transhuse, for a slow person,
No,
slow female.
no, I don't know that.
The Tranehuse looks like the place where Transhuse lives. And what many people don't realize, we will pass through this now. When you turn the corner at the top, there's an area where there is so much water inland. It's actually connected to the sea. But it's like a huge, it's not a fjord because they're not mountains. But all of that area of water that we will be flying along is basically connected to the sea.
Is it the thing good to know would be is it sweet or salty water?
I think towards the exit towards the sea, it's what they call Brackwasser.
Okay.
But I think further in, I think it's just sweet water.
Of course, Little Nav Map calls this stuff fjords.
Yeah. I mean, if fjord is just like a inland part of the sea, then it's a fjord. Yeah, it's the Is it Limfjord or something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah. And it's famous for producing a lot of fish and crabs and things like that.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom, exactly. I had some pretty good nom noms along here. And then if you look on the little nav map,
Yeah.
there is a place called Hanstholm on the coast. And that is
Okay.
a place where if you want to go to Norway, you can take the ferry from there.
Okay.
Or you go further up, which is the corner that we are cutting off. There's Hirtshals.
There's
Hirtshals.
also you mean Frederikshavn?
Frederikshavn goes over to Sweden.
Ah,
And
okay.
Hirtshals takes you up to Norway.
There. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I was in Hirtshals, I spent one night there, and the campsite was full of people who had booked the ferry for the next day, and they were just spending one night there, so they wouldn't miss the ferry, and next day they would go over.
Yeah. Sounds a good idea.
Yeah. But
This
it's
is
an incredible trip from up there back down to southern Germany. It takes ages.
Yeah, it does. I'm sure it does.
And another tip, if you ever want to do this, to go there for holidays, if you don't have to, don't go on Saturdays and Sundays, because most people who spend their holidays in Denmark up there have holiday houses and holiday apartments, and they all turn over on Saturday or Sunday. So the roads are totally full of people traveling back or up there on Saturday and Sunday. All the other days, it's quite relaxed.
Yeah, that's a big plus. My husband has his weekend not on Saturday and Sunday, but Wednesday and Thursday. So our holiday starts on Wednesday night.
So if you don't have to do it because you hire an apartment which has the same times, then you can just pick a day which is not on the weekend, and you will travel much easier.
Exactly. That's also the big plus when we're driving to Fehmarn. We made 1,200 kilometers in about 12 hours.
Yeah.
Because we could mostly drive at night.
Yes.
The fields look funny, very colorful.
Yeah, I wonder what the sim is doing there. I can't imagine so many shades of, what is it, red, reddish, brown? Yeah. Maybe it's just the sim trying to entertain us.
Or the field were in full bloom when they made the pictures.
Yeah, you never know.
Could also be possible. Well, let's do a landing at Aalborg. Borg. To refuel.
Okay. This stream that we're crossing just now, it's basically going all the way through. So the northern part that we are flying over now is actually an island, when you look at it strictly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking one further up. It's near Aalborg. That one is going through.
That's the same down up there in the North Cape. Technically, the North Cape is an island.
Okay.
The North Cape is not connected with the mainland. So, well.
Yeah. Somebody cheated.
Exactly. cheetah! And I don't know what my compass is doing, but it's pretty not where it should be. So I'm flying not on the magenta line at the moment, since I want to...
You follow the coast.
I follow the coast, and we just need to make a left turn and can fly straight into the runway.
Yeah.
That was my thinking about that.
I totally understand.
And I guess underneath me is a camping site. That's a camping site. 100%.
There are quite a few along this coast.
Yeah, it's nice here.
But as I say, the nicer side is the other one. You see on the little map where it says Jammerbucht.
Okay.
And that along the Jammerbucht, that's where you want to camp. That's where you have sand dunes, very wide beaches, exactly like you imagine, your dream holiday.
I don't need much for my holiday. That's a good thing. I don't need to go far away, somewhere where it's hot and stuffed with people. And I'm very curious to see if many new campers are around, or people who are new to camping.
You will find a lot more mobile homes. You will find a lot more people in cars. That is one of the big changes. Because most of the people who started during Corona, they didn't buy tents, they bought cars, mobile homes. So you will find that a lot of mobile homes are there.
Yeah, and it's very funny when they came to us last year. So, of course, the night was very rough with much wind and rain and stuff. A little storm for up there. How did you overlive the night? Is your tent still standing? Yeah, why shouldn't it be standing? Did you have many water in your tent? No. Why should we have water in our tent? I'm sure you don't have many space in there. Well, look in there. I guess we have more space than you in your caravan. Okay. She did not want to believe it. She went with us in our tent, saw that we had more space than her, and then, mission accomplished. She went her way. Was probably a bit, the ego did take a little dent.
That can happen.
Yeah.
Now, don't you think you should turn left a little now?
I'm seeing it on little nav map where I am. Flying with the nav map at the moment. And now I will take a left turn and I will be in the ILS sector.
Now it's for you probably, because you are in a tent, it's not much difference between a caravan and a mobile home.
I grew up with camping.
With me in a caravan, I find a big difference with the people in mobile homes, because most of them don't stay very long. They come maybe for a night or two and then they leave again. And So they don't really communicate with their neighbors very much because they know that they will be gone very quickly. Whereas the caravan people normally are in one place for, I would say, at least a week, sometimes for much more. But so that they have more interest in communication with the neighbors.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
with
why
the
I like
tent, you're always the outsider
tent is
nowadays.
different. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, for me, I find it always. Yeah, I regret it when there are too many mobile homes in a place. And then, of course, there is the other kind, which I simply don't understand, which take a mobile home and treat it like a caravan. So they reach a campsite, park their mobile home, and don't move it for 3 weeks. But they don't have anything to. Maybe they have a few bicycles, but they can't really explore the area because they don't want to move their mobile home.
Whew!
Now,
What did I
I
forget?
think Aalborg should be big, shouldn't it?
It is big. What did I forget?
What did you
To
forget?
switch
I
the
don't know.
fuel tank.
Ah,
Spitty ran out of gas.
well, I never run out of gas.
Yeah, you're a cheater.
Yes. And I'm not even embarrassed about it. Now there is something here which could be a runway.
Why? Just why? Can you tell me? I have a good graphic card with water cooling system. I told the fans of this water cooling system, if the graphic card goes up over this temperature, they should cool it down.
They don't.
And every time I have a Windows update, it resets my setting.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I hate these updates. And I
Yeah.
have a feeling something like that happened to my sim as well. And it did something that affected my frames.
We have a posh runway in front of us.
Yes, yes. It's nice. Nice and inviting. Now the question is, how bad will the stutters be?
I can't tell you that.
the nice thing about this runway is if you overshoot it, you just fall into the sea.
You should have plenty of runway.
Unless my plane decides to do yoga, I'm quite happy with this landing.
I took the grass aside the runway.
Yeah, I use it too.
Why did I have... Come on, you want to be kidding me.
What?
Well, the nice 3-point landing I did at the last airport was minus 800 and something. Yeah, this landing here was a smooth 64.
Okay.
Nah,
Yes, that's, I mean, I don't
something is not
understand
right
that.
in here.
Yeah.
So let's fill her up. Here, there, everywhere. Nice. That again. Did you fill? Haha, you don't need to.
And I'm not going to fill up with another spritz either. I think I've had enough for tonight, so not a third one.
Yeah, then let's taxi to the end of runway and take off again. Do not forget down trimmage.
That means we have to go. Yeah, it shouldn't take us all that long.
Huh?
But I'm just thinking how long the flight will be now. But it
This
shouldn't
is
take,
just
it will not take us too long now.
no 20, 50.
What does little map up say? It says 83.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that will be fast.
83 in a Spitty, that's not a big problem.
No. The landing afterwards.
That is a different story.
So are we?
Also interesting that I think that's only since the update that the Spitty almost doesn't stop taxiing even though you have reduced the throttle completely. It still keeps rolling. Certainly for a long time.
I don't understand the Spitty anymore.
No.
But well, if this is how she flies, we have to
I mean,
accept
after
it.
everything we've been told, this is what it does normally.
Come on, lady. Come on. Be a good girl. Up we go. Up.
Clunk, clunk.
Yeah, click, click.
No, I'm talking about the wheels.
Yeah. And I'm
Wheels
about
are-
my rudder pedals. Click, click.
Click.
So. Right.
But without
trim
a
it.
rudder, this plane is basically not flyable.
No, not really. So, let's fly around the Limfjorden. Yum. Let's give it socks.
Okay.
Now I have also many visitors which buzz around me.
Well, they want to join the flight. Oh, she's flying.
Yum. How fast can this bitty go?
That's a 280.
I'm at 318, 320,
You're cheating.
328.
Do you have a following wind by any chance?
No, I lost my additional fuel tank. Somehow.
Oh, you mean I still have it?
Probably.
No.
Whee! I'm down at 260 after the barrel roll.
Maybe you just descended and that made you faster.
Hee.
Well, one more day and then I will be able to retire again from my present job as Hausmeister.
Okay.
Because my landlord and his wife, they're on holiday at the moment.
Ah,
So
and you took over.
I
You're
have
the
to
master of the house.
empty the letterbox, water the plants, check for possible problems when there is a thunderstorm. All these things. But fortunately, so far, we haven't had a serious thunderstorm. But a few years ago, we had water down in the cellar, so it's always something you have to be careful about.
Do you know the musical Les Miserables?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I have the song from Master of the House in my head at the moment. Master of the House never wants a passerby to pass him by. Hansholm.
Ja.
The ferry.
This is quite a nice area in real life. Apart from a few places on the coast, like near to where we are landing for the final time, that is very, very busy because some of these places are sort of surfers' paradises. So
Yeah.
it's full of surfers.
I can imagine that.
But otherwise, there's not much going on. And if you see the beaches, I mean, they're endless. Endless.
On the Fehmarnsbelt, there is also surfer paradise. Just not one day we don't see a sail on the water there.
Yeah.
A sail or the kites.
Yes.
From the kite surfers. And since they have also an endless beach and they're directly open to the sea, the winds is just perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, kite surfing is something that's really nice to watch.
Yeah, if you have a skilled kite surfer, they're quite entertaining.
Yeah. And if they're not skilled, they're also quite entertaining.
Yeah, but
How the hell do I get out of the water now?
no, I meant it a different way. There was a kite surfer at the campsite we were, and the jump that he did, oh boy. I was thinking so, and if he let go, he will fall.
Yes. You really have to hold on.
It was not just a tiny little jump from a meter. No, I guess there was 5-6 meters up in the air. Because this guy knew what he's doing. So that's what I meant with quite entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, on Lake Constance and Bodensee, they would only come out when it was really windy. Otherwise, they wouldn't bother.
Yeah. Of course, without wind, there it would be boring.
You know who I haven't seen a lot in our streams or well, in many others was Catbat. So it's obviously quite busy at the moment.
Yeah. Catbat is a Gegner flyer.
Yeah, that's the Fly Gigners now.
Yeah, he is in love with this PMDG.
I mean, I noticed that before, that he really loves his instruments. So the Gigna
Well,
is probably what he wants.
he is a pilot.
Yeah.
Or he has flying lessons in exactly that Gegner.
Oh, yeah,
So he
okay.
feels at home in that. So, yeah,
Well, that makes sense then. Yeah.
he is a Gegner flyer. That's strange.
What?
I was just looking who's online for my friendage, and there's Forder, there's Peely, there's two cats.
Oh, they're all doing Phoenix, I'm sure.
I don't know. Pilot Peely is Compass Club. Does not do Gegners normally. No, but also Two Cats has just 4 fuels.
Oh,
4, yeah. So where are the people? Fabio isn't online.
yeah, he did earlier. He was on a lot earlier.
Yeah.
You see what's coming up now? That's an interesting stretch when you drive it. It's a very small stretch of land, and the road south obviously must follow this. Otherwise, there is no connection.
Yeah.
Imagine what happens to this area if the sea level rises.
Bloop, 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 bloop. I fly over that road. Or border or whatever. The beachy beach. Oh, coast is loading in. Nice.
Yep, that's the road here.
Think of what would happen when there comes a tsunami. Everything would be gone.
There'll be nothing left.
Yeah, particularly gone. And everywhere you look there, it's windmills.
And in real life, a place like this one below us, that will be full of tourists.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it will. Sure it will be full of tourists. And I see the mosquito, but I can't get my hands on it. Don't you dare and fly to me.
It on the tip of your nose.
That I'm Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? So, be careful, there are many windmills if you're as low as me. What strange request. And hello to you too.
Oh God.
Happy? So there is our last stop for a runway. Thank you for that follow. And welcome to the cat pack.
So he did it. Okay.
Yeah. So getting back again. Normal speed. Let's end the stream with a nice landing.
Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yeah.
Is that an
Definitely.
airport that makes it hard or easy?
It has an ILS, so it should be a bigger one.
But it's at right angles to our flight
Yeah.
path.
What's up,
So
lady? Come on.
do we approach it from the land side or from the sea side?
However you want.
I think I approach it from the land side, because then when I overshoot, there's always water.
Yeah, she floats good, we know that. You want to take runway 27.
At 27.
Yeah, that's 27. The seaside is 19er. 09er.
Okay.
But there's also much space behind that runway, so 09er shouldn't be that problem.
We'll see when we get there.
Yeah, I just can't talk about nav maps. So this looks actually very interesting, that fjord.
Yeah. But you know, it's a very similar formation to what we saw in Poland on the Baltic,
Yeah,
where we had all these
pretty the
inland
same.
Nährung business. It's
Yeah,
very similar.
I got a 12 knot wind, okay. There's a beach to land on.
Oh,
We
yeah.
do it next time.
That's something I love doing. Not necessarily in the Spitty, but I would give it a try.
Yeah.
But if
Spitties.
there is a high danger of yoga,
Like we did a few minutes ago.
yeah, that was an amazing picture to see.
3 spitties doing yoga.
Yeah, I just got back to the computer, and what do I see in front of me?
3 spitty tails greeting the sun.
Yeah. So it's in the middle of this fjord.
I can't see the mosquito anywhere. I think it is on attack mode.
Jesus, I'm at 8,000. So I think I should maybe come down a little.
Just a little bit, just a hinge. And I guess this below me is again. I'm sure this is a campsite. I'm sure. This
Yeah,
is a campsite.
They never really modeled them very well, but there's certain patterns where you can just say it must
Yeah.
be one.
Exactly. If you take it that way, the campsite we're going to in 3 weeks is modeled as a little city with all those houses. And it's good that Mrs. Kitty isn't here, because she would be all over my monitors right now because of the bugs.
Oh. Does
She would
like
be
chasing
hunting.
bugs?
She's our good hunter. And I hope she will come down at Mom's. Because I don't know if the other way around, Mom in here would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Because of her allergy.
Yeah. So somewhere there should be an
Over
airport.
the Nährung.
Run away,
No,
please.
fine.
Are you seeing it?
You look at my nameplate. Where am I?
I have no idea where you are.
Not where you are. I'm pretty far right from you.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, the airport should be ahead of me here, according to the famous little nav map.
Famous, infamous.
And I don't see it. It should be a proper runway, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it should.
I think it might be over there. Yeah. Yep.
I
That's
see
it.
the blinky blinks.
It just nodded once.
Well, nice. What do your frames say?
Oh, 8.
Wow.
If you can land at 8 frames per second, I think you should be able to do it much better if you have more. I did switch off the landing rate monitor because I suspected that would cost me frames. So I can't really tell you what wonderful landing rate I've got.
We will
So.
see.
Oh yes, it looks much clearer from this angle. But you have live weather, it's darker. In the sunshine, it's more difficult. You don't really see the light. No, let's hope for a buttery one.
I had applause, so it should be good.
Okay. Yes, it looked good. It was one bounce if I saw it correctly, but that was okay. But one bounce is allowed.
89.
89. Oh, that's very good.
89 feet per minute.
That's all right.
I'm coming to you.
Okay.
In the grass. Roar. Flapsy upsy.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Saturday then.
Yeah. Our Scotland round trip for the achievements.
Is that in several legs?
Yeah, that's in several legs. What the heck?
What?
From Echo Kilo Mike Bravo to Echo Kilo Y Tango, I had a recorded landing rate of 64 feet per minute.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can really be happy with that. Okay, shall we all smile?
I should park aside from you first.
Cheese!
Käsekuchen.
No.
I need to get a bit forward. Just a slight bit.
Me a bit forward.
Then I have
Or
to.
you? Okay. And you're getting the invisibility treatment.
Well, I don't like that. I don't want to be invisible.
Just move a little bit more forward. It doesn't. Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah, there we have him.
Okay. So I don't do a screenshot. If you do one, then there's no need for me to do another one.
Shush.
All right. Switch the damn thing off.
Just a second. You have to do it over 2 ways here. Save. I wanted to do one with a nice cloudy picture.
Atmospheric.
Yeah.
Yep.
That looks nice.
Okay.
Screenshot. I need
Off
paint
goes.
again. There we go. Cute. Oh, hello. A wild Teuton appeared.
Oh,
How's it going, buddy?
hello, Murph. We just finished.
Just landed at our last airport.
Shouldn't you be in bed by now?
There he is. Busy night, but we'll watch this back.
Yeah.
Oh,
flying
and
in-
June! Yeah, I got 2 little commands for you guys. Also the Gibbo tune. Yeah, we had a nice flight.
Yeah.
It was in the beginning pretty embarrassing with my flight talents and the Spitty, but yeah, I learned a lot.
Yeah. The Spitties are such a handful.
It's different now. Just let's say it's different now.
And I have a problem with frame rates. Most of the flight I had 8 frames per second, which of course makes it very, very difficult to land.
Yeah, the
I
Spitty
could-
bit tonight.
Yes. Yes.
We also, well, wait a moment.
Oh,
I
yes.
have to show you
Do you
this.
have that screenshot?
We
That was
had
wonderful.
some spitty yoga.
Yeah.
We had spitty yoga. Where is that screenshot?
That was a good shot.
We had the spitty yoga. Where's OBS? Where is OBS? Hello, hello. I have too much windows. But whom I'm talking to, huh? So, we had spitty yoga.
Yeah. That looks sort of not so offensive, but you know, I was the plane in the back you see there, and I had a quick break, came back to my monitor, and I basically looked at three people showing me their behind. That was quite interesting.
Spitty tails who greets
Yes.
the sun.
Yes. Reminds me a bit of that monument somewhere in the States where somebody buried these old American cars sort of halfway, and then the rest is up in the air.
Well, he can. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Lads and ladettes.
Okay.
Have a
So
good
it
night.
was
Nights up.
nice flight. Yeah. And I'll try and work on these frames to make a little improvement there. Because
Yeah.
that really would help.
Fingers crossed for you.
Yep. Okay. So Murph, sorry to just see you so shortly, but nice of you to look in.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I will say good night to you guys. Tomorrow is a work day. Yeah. I don't have an early weekend. But, well, we also need to work. Have a good night.
Good night.
Also good night to Mrs. Two-Tone. And I think we're going over to somewhere. Let's go over to Forder.
You're doing gig now?
Yeah.
No, it won't last long then.
Well, let's go over to Forder.
Okay.
Does this work? Yeah, it does work. Well, good night, guys.
Good
Have
night.
a nice night. We see you on Saturday. Bye bye.